What's poppin', people? It's your boy Smasher back here with another video. Today we got Act 8.1.1 and we're going to be taking this path right here. Now, we are in Act 8, so I trust that you guys can go read the nodes yourself and see which path works best for your team. But if you want to just trust me that this is the easy path, then I will take it. But yeah, here we go. If you have Doom and Diablo, this path is definitely the easiest path. Also, I brought in Apocalypse, Nimrod, and Archangel. If you bring this team, then you should have no problems at all. So, let's get into the nodes. So basically, there is a weapon node that you can disarm by stunning the opponent. When the weapon node is active, every time that a debuff expires on you, you are gonna give the opponent prowess. And so obviously, you know, this fight is already over, by the way. I couldn't even get to talk about the nodes. But basically, there's a weapon node, right, at the start of the fight, and every time a debuff expires on you, the defender gets prowess. So to remove this weapon node, you can just stun the defender, so parry them, and then the node is disabled. And then when the node is disabled, your heavy attacks deal 600% more damage. And you might think, well, when will I get debuffs on me? Well, every time you block an attack, there's a 100% chance that you're going to get a disorient debuff. And this chance is reduced to 50% if it is a well-timed block, aka a parry. So that's why Apocalypse is good for this path, because he is immune to disorient, so you can just play these fights normally, like how you normally would with Apocalypse. And then when the node is on cooldown, when the weapon node is disabled, you'll do 600% more damage from your heavy attacks. Now, this is a new thing to Act 8, the weapon node, but we will be dealing with it a lot in Act 8. So basically, when it's green, it's active. When it's gray, it's inactive. And this is when your heavy attacks deal 600% damage. 600% more damage. And then when it's red, the node is inactive for both of you. So they will not have the node active, and you will also not have 600% more special damage. Now, every single time I fight Hulk, I still manage to forget that he got buffed and that he's going to go unstoppable. So that's how I took so much damage. Be careful. Watch his Furies. When he's about to get to 15, be really careful. Don't do a full combo, because he's going to go unstoppable and he's going to destroy you like he just destroyed me. So make sure to pay attention to his Furies and don't get clapped. Also, this is the longest fight on the path for me. It took me like 3 minutes. I think it took longer than the boss did. And speaking of the boss, before we get too far into the path, you're going to need a robot or someone that's bleed immune for the path. Now, CGR is bleed immune, but the boss we're going to be taking on is the Hood, and he is a Mystic champ, so you will have class disadvantage. It doesn't really matter, but as long as you have a bleed immune champion, you're going to be good. So obviously, Absorbent Man in his rock form is going to be bleed immune. There's plenty of bleed immune champs. If you need to know the bleed immunes, you can just go search it up. There's an immunity chart online that shows all the immunities in the game, which includes bleed immunity. And yeah, as long as you have a bleed immune champ, that Hood fight is actually pretty easy. You just got to make sure you don't get hit that much. And I did get hit a few times, but I still didn't die. So yeah, for the boss, you're going to need a bleed immune. For the path, I recommend Doom with Diablo. He can do this whole path by himself. Apocalypse is good to have. Archangel is good to have. Nimrod's really good to have for the Sauron fight. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There are a few mutants on this path. So that's why I brought in Nimrod. Plus, he's like the ultimate Sauron counter. And yeah, Nimrod is really good for this fight, as you'll see. One thing to keep in mind when you're fighting Sauron is that unblockable. Here, I forgot about it. See, it says unblockable ready, so his next dash will be unblockable. And I got hit by it because I wasn't paying attention. And also, since I was used to using Apocalypse for the last fight, I forgot that I can get disorients on me. And there we go, the parry didn't stick. So, but it's fine though. We got the special 2 off there. It did a bunch of damage, and this fight's going to be over pretty much in one more special 2. Now that we're in Act 8 though, like I mentioned earlier, you guys should definitely read all the paths yourself, all the nodes on each path by yourself, and figure out which path that you think would be easiest for your roster. For example, if you don't have Doom or you don't have Diablo, maybe you don't have Nimrod, maybe you don't have Apocalypse, maybe this path is tough for you because you don't have these champs, then you have to go read the nodes and see which path will be better. Now, to help you out here, I did read them all before I recorded this video to try to figure out which path that I thought was easiest. And there is a Shock and Incinerate vulnerability path, which seems pretty easy. There is a Flare path, which I personally don't like, but you can definitely get through it. You might have to use some health potions and revives, but it's probably pretty easy. You do 300% more damage with Flare, but you do just constantly take damage, so that is an option as well. There's a Mystic path if you have a lot of good Mystic champions. And yeah, there's just a few options for the easy path. But for the bosses, I highly recommend Hood. I don't recommend Red Skull at all. Obviously, he was already a pretty tough defender, and then he got buffed. So yeah, I mean, if you have Null, he can probably do that fight. I'll be honest, I didn't really read the nodes for the other 2 fights. I just know that the Hood fight is really easy. And Strife is annoying, so you probably don't want to fight him. Just make sure you have a bleed immune, and then Hood is definitely the easiest option. Now, make sure you smash like on this video for me uploading, what is this, like 5 or 6 days in a row now? We're all the way into Act 8 guide videos, so smash like on the video for my consistency. And smash like because all of you guys watching this should be Paragon now, assuming that you guys have the right upgrade materials. But after beating Act 7, everybody watching this should be Paragon. So congratulations to all you guys who just got Paragon. And that's why I make these videos. I want to help you guys out. I want to see you guys get Paragon. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm in global chat and I see someone with a super stacked account, but they're only like Cavalier because they're scared of fighting the Grandmaster, like that is just so annoying for me. I don't know. It's like, just go fight him. Just get Thronebreaker, get Paragon. Like, don't be scared to fight the Grandmaster. Don't be scared to fight Kang. Just like, I don't know. And as you see there with Doom, like another 18-second fight. Doom is obviously the best option here with Diablo. So, I mean, if I were to use Doom on every fight, this video would probably be like 1 minute long. So, and plus, I'm trying to show you guys a bunch of different options for this path. Up next, we're going to be using Archangel. Obviously, his playstyle is a parry-heavy playstyle. And then, I'm pretty sure as the neurotoxins build up, Archangel, like, kind of ignores the Disorient. I could be wrong on that, but it's how it felt by the end of this fight. I wasn't getting, like, my stuns were landing every single time. So I'm not really sure if that is correct, but it felt like it was. I do get in a bit of trouble here in the corner, but it's going to be fine. He obviously keeps purifying all of my stuff, which is very annoying. But as you see here, we're going to get some neurotoxins in a second. We have to dodge the special attack. It's unblockable, so be careful. This is probably the toughest fight on the path because, Hitmonkey can be very dangerous. But as you see there, we got 6 neurotoxins, and yeah, this fight is over pretty quick. We did take some damage, but it's all right. Under a minute and this fight is over. So now we are at the boss, which is Hood. And like I said before, if you guys weren't listening, if you guys just skipped to this part right now, bring in a bleed immune champ. You can bring a robot. You can bring CGR, Absorbing Man with the rock phase. I don't know. I forget what it's called. But yeah, all these robots work. Warlock, Ultron, Guillotine 2099, Omega Sentinel. Anyone bleed immune is going to work. It is the Caltrops node. That's why you need a bleed immune. So every time you dash back, you will bleed. Also, I was going to swap out Apocalypse there, but then I remembered Apocalypse can be bleed immune as well after like 8 seconds. So if you want to keep using Apocalypse for this entire path, go ahead. And yeah, so you can see the nodes there. Pretty much the only things to note here is that, like, if any of your buffs get nullified, you're going to take a bunch of damage. So the only way you can get nullified by Hood is from his stagger, which only happens when he hits you. So just make sure you don't get hit. Stick to baiting out special 1s. They're way easier to dodge than special 2. And then the other node is Foresight. So every time you intercept, you're going to get a Fury that boosts your damage by 200% for like 4 seconds or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stick to baiting out his special 1. It's way easier to dodge. Keep intercepting him if you feel comfortable. Just keep in mind, if you do mess it up and you get hit, you're going to be taking a lot of damage, so you might just want to stick to not intercepting. But yeah, as long as you have a bleed immune champ here, you can dash back freely. You won't take any bleed damage, and if you don't get hit, you won't take any of the burst damage from Hood nullifying your buffs. Also, you can use someone that's buff immune, but I don't know if there's any buff immune champs that are also bleed immune, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, we're just going to keep baiting out his special 1, trying to intercept here and there to boost our damage for a little bit, and that's pretty much it. As you see, I will get hit right here, yep, a bunch of damage, and then I got hit again. I don't know, I had a brain fart there. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we're just going to stick to this. Keep baiting special 1s. I know this is a bit of a longer fight. I mean, it's just as long as that Hulk fight, but also keep in mind, this Ultron, I think, is only 6-star, rank 3, unawakened, unascended, so that's also why this fight is taking a bit longer. Plus, I'm hoping that you guys use boosts when you do this, just because it will save you time and also make the path easier, so I don't see why you wouldn't use boosts. Plus, what else are you going to use boost for? I mean, maybe Alliance War, but I mean, in my opinion, progression is way more important than Alliance War. The rewards are better, and then you just get better stuff for being like Paragon and above. And now I guess the road is to Valiant, unless you guys obviously didn't get the upgrade resources necessary to get to Paragon. But from beating 8.1, you definitely should be Paragon, so maybe there are some of you who are waiting to be 8.1 to become Paragon, and I got you guys, don't worry. And yeah, this fight is almost over. He's at 20% health now. We're still staying alive here, not taking any damage. I think we just took a little bit of damage. I don't know what that was from, but we're still alive though. And yeah, as this fight is wrapping up, I just want to ask you guys once again to leave a like on the video, comment down below whatever you want, and subscribe to the channel, because we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. So if you guys could get us to 2,000 subscribers, that would be so awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you see, it's almost done now. And I will be back tomorrow for 8.1.2. I mean, ideally, we finish this whole series in December. But yeah, we'll see you guys again very soon. Peace out.